D-Day is officially upon us. It is 2022 National Cyclocross Champs Day, and the pancakes are of course ready. The bike is ready and the spare bike. Am I ready? I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna be completely honest. I am so nervous.
We got a nervous Nelly here.
Like my heart, I'd probably say I'm at like zone 3 heart rate and I'm not even at the venue yet. I'm in the kitchen.
My heart's going pitter-patter, pitter-patter. I feel sick, like I could throw up.
Like I'm trying to tell myself it's just another bike race. It's just another bike race. But my God, am I cacking my pants? I'm not gonna lie. But I'm excited to, I said I was just gonna do it for experience. So I'm gonna get out there, give it a crack and bring you along for the journey. So we have arrived, and what on earth have I let myself in for? Although the sun is shining, it's not raining today. We're going to check out the course and sign on, but I think it's going to be an absolute mud bath again. The junior men, oh, let's quickly go over. The junior men have just gone off, so we're going to see how dirty it is. I can confirm it is still an absolute mud bath, so it is going to be just a slog and survival. Need to get my running legs ready. So it's lucky number 37. I'm gridded 37th out of about 90, I think it is. And the plan is, obviously today's race is on TV, so I'm going to absolutely tank it off the start. First corner, be first, and they're going to be like, commentators going to be like, who's this guy, who's this legend? And then everyone's going to, no, I'm not really. I'm going to survive. I wish I had the power to get to the first corner first. That'd be sick on the old TV, wouldn't it? You just rock it, be like, that's my man. Right, practice lap time. This is the last time you'll see me this clean today. The Rocket is not happy and not looking forward to this. We're going to try the course out, see what it's like. I imagine I'll be doing a fair bit of running, but I think my main plan today is just to, well, obviously keep going forward. That'd be a good start, but just not give up, suck it up and get on with it.
A few moments later.
It's safe to say it is an absolute mud bath out there.
You dirty, disgusting man.
Broke my shoe. Not ideal. Need new shoes now. I'm not sure, like you've got to, I think you've just got to get off and run. Like you're trying to slog through it and you're literally not moving anywhere because some of the bits, the mud's just so thick. I don't know if anyone else, if everyone's riding through it or running. I think my best bet is just to get the old running legs going, get off. If I'm thinking run, just get off and run. So it's almost go time. The heart rate is absolutely through the roof because the nerves are shot to bits. But you know what's up next, pancake time. I don't think I'm going to be getting through that full stack before I race. I'd love to give it a go, but the nerves will not let me. I just want to get going now, get it done and try and survive as long as I can.
Here we go then, national champs, big boys here. Been on a little bit of a cold issue the last couple of weeks, like the rest of the country I suppose, but getting there on the rollers and no excuses today. We've even parked him right next to the big boys there, Cameron, so he knows exactly what warming up to do, what preparation to do. So there he is, eh? Full spam. And oh yeah, get one in for the trolls, get the Rocket in. They seem to like the Rocket. And there's Gravel Granny and the troll himself.
Here we go then, the calm before the storm, and it is race time and no excuses. But I knew coming into this my legs just weren't firing. I weren't feeling that good and I'd been struggling all week, battling illness, but I just wanted to give it a crack. And off the line I actually got a really good start and I was like, I think I actually belong with these dudes. I'm absolutely pinning it here. I got away really well and I was probably up into like the top 20-ish, and then we hit the mud and it was pure misery. And it was as if my legs were 2 bits of string. But you can see the leaders coming around the barriers here, and I mean they are absolutely shifting. At no point in this race or ever have I ever looked like that. They are moving, but you can see some riders coming through now, and me, look at me. I look like, this is lap 1, I look like a broken man already. But there's a couple of Wessex riders just ahead, Paul, Fletcher, and I was trying everything to stay with them, but the legs were just feeling empty and there was absolutely nothing I can do. But I'm in awe of these guys at the front, the power they have to get through this mud. The pictures and the video just doesn't do it justice. They're absolute beasts. But then Fletcher's coming through, had a really good ride. Like him, Gareth and Cole Norfolk can really run, but just before this they had opened up a massive gap on me, so I dropped my chain. There was a huge gap, dropped my chain, faffed about, and I was already absolutely, I can't even watch this footage, I'm like absolutely stuck in the mud, can hardly move my feet. And coming up here you can see it is hard work, it's an absolute slog. And this bit, I just look at it and I'm so embarrassed by how weak I look on the bike. I'm like grinding this gear out the saddle and there's absolutely nothing I can do today. But you can see the guys coming through. It's impressive being able to ride that far. Like Paul had a really good performance. He's so good in the mud for some reason, but just waiting, I could not get through the mud for the life of me, and I was just labouring, legs weren't working. And that was like the story of my race, really. My head dropped. I said I was just going to try and keep my head up, keep working, but I just had nothing to give. Sometimes we have these days, the body and legs just felt empty, and I was trying to just keep chipping away, but it felt like my feet were stuck in the ground today, running. And even when I was on the bike, coming down here though, this was a good bit of fun, like absolutely nearly turboed into him. And then just watching these front guys come, look at the power they're putting down. They make it look like they're not even going through the mud. And this next little clip is me running away from them just as the misery hit and I was about to be lapped. So I'm like panicking, thinking the two leaders are coming, I need to get out of the way. So I quickly got through this section, but it was absolutely game over for me. I shoulder the bike here, and these two guys, absolute beasts. They get it up on their shoulder, and it's as if we're running a different race. I'm stuck, they're tanking it, and that is game over for me. That's first national champs complete, and I am disappointed, to say the least. It is what it is. I just didn't have the legs today. I got like a really good start. I was probably up into like the top 20 off the start, and then after that I realised how good everyone else was and how empty my legs felt. I knew leading into this week I'd done like very minimal training because I was ill, and trying to push the power, had nothing running, nothing. It's disappointed when like 3 weeks ago I was feeling as good as I ever have, and now I'm like, I got pulled after like they lapped me. I think I was finishing,
It'll be on camera.
Yeah, I was finishing up my third lap, and obviously 80% rule, once you're lapped you're out anyway. But them boys are just different level. I did not have it today. That's probably the most miserable debrief ever, but I'm disappointed. I let my lady down, I let my dad down, I let everyone down.
The main thing is you haven't got any broken bones or cuts.
No.
Could be a lot worse.
I dropped my chain 3 times, and the first time I dropped it, my heart rate was so high it took me about 30 seconds to get it back on. Just where the bike was so clogged up, it just kept dropping on my spare bike. And then no excuses, I just didn't have it today. And you see how good everyone in front of you is. It either fuels the fire or it's at the moment it feels quite demoralising. So that's national champs for 2022 complete, and my CX season complete now. I've had a couple of hours to get over the misery. It only took a couple of hours, and the Rocket made burgers for dinner, so I'm over it now. But in all honesty, thinking back, I only wanted to go into it for the experience, and I've gained a lot of experience, and it was mega riding around that course. That atmosphere was incredible, and I just want to thank everyone that was like cheering me on from the sidelines literally kept me going through that absolute misery. I just wanted to pull the plug and call it a day. But when everyone's cheering you on, it was absolutely wicked. And I went out of my comfort zone, done something I didn't think I was ever going to do. So hopefully someone comes across this video, or someone that does watch it is inspired to go out, try a race that you never thought you'd do, or an event, or just something like that. And I guess that for me would make up for the misery of today's performance, but a great learning curve. The guys out the front, they are just absolute machines. How they're getting through that mud. I'm stuck in the mud, hardly moving. They came past me absolutely tanking it, but I did get on the TV, but they were lapping me, which isn't quite so good. I might milk that clip though and have that as the thumbnail, like, so it looks like I'm leading national champs. That is a good thumbnail. But I hope you've enjoyed the video. It's back to training now and getting back on the bike, and I'll catch you in the next one.